But let's say they do Rory versus Wonderboy. Woodley would have to get the title shot.
Yes. Or, dun, 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 Conor wins quick against Dos Anjos and says, Robbie Lawler, you've got any fucking courage?
He trumps all. He trumps all.
Meet me on the field of battle.
He trumps all. Then that's the fight.
Oh my
God. Then we're
God.
all fucked because that's the fight.
If he beats Dos Anjos and challenges Lawler, the world ends.
Yeah.
No one watches anything. Everything goes
Except
down.
for Conor.
Every show on television says, we're just going to take the night off. There's no need for anything other than this. We would throw some children's shows on Nickelodeon.
Where would they have it?
Else. Oh, they'd have to have it on the moon.
Crow Park?
Richard Branson would be shuttling motherfuckers up to the moon.
Every channel would have reruns of Gilligan's Island.
If he beat Dos Anjos and then he beats Robbie Lawler, is he the greatest fighter of all time?
He's the greatest ever. If he beats Dos Anjos, he's in the running to be the greatest ever.
Of course.
He's in the running. You know, I mean, look, I say the greatest ever a little bit too liberally. I'll be honest. I know I do. But it's tough to find a guy who's even close to as exciting in what he's attempting to accomplish. It's easy when you go back, like after the dust is settled, and say, well, you know, you got to look at Fedor. Like Fedor was the greatest ever. Yes, he was one of the greatest ever, for sure. At that time, for sure. I think Anderson if I look at like movements and what he's, I think I kind of give the edge to Anderson, but I can see the argument. But if Conor can beat Dos Anjos and he starches him, I don't see any argument.
I agree, especially with the level of the game's at right now. It's the best it's ever been.
Especially since we've already seen Fedor go down and get knocked the fuck out a few times. Same thing with Anderson. They've been going. We've already seen them go down. We haven't seen Conor go down, so you got to give the edge to Conor so far.
Sort of, but we haven't seen Conor fight the kind of guys that Fedor fought in his prime. Walk down Crow Cop, remember that? You know, the Randleman one.
Again, one-dimensional guys. A lot of one-dimensional guys. Conor's fighting the best of the best, and they're all good at everything.
It was just 5 minutes. It was just a different time back then.
Yeah,
these two guys
it's not their fault. I'm just saying, if Conor were to win 3 belts, he's by far the best.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah,
that's right there. That's like Mackenzie Dern versus Paige Van Zandt right there. That's
it's a guy who really didn't. We're looking at Cody Garbrandt, and what's the guy's name? Taquino?
Augusto Mendez.
He just doesn't have the stand-up to stand with a vicious, like nasty boxer
for a long time.
Garbrandt can crack.
Yes,
he's got really good timing. He's real confident with his striking, and he's just outshone him.
What do you guys think of Anderson Silva Bisping? Is that next week?
Yep.
Who's in town?
I'm out of town, unfortunately.